Hey everybody, Steve Bergen here, and I'm going to show you some exciting stuff about adding subpages to your Google Site portfolio. Now, we have part of our work is to make these 7 Google Word Processing Spreadsheet, Presentation, Google Draw, Google Form, Kaizena, and Sharing Tips. So we want in this assignment for you to have subpages with one example of each for the 7 things. As you know or have figured out or will figure out, if you're on your Gmail and you go to sites.google.com, you have one of several ways to easily access your site. Okay? Now you can access the sites that you have or sites that have been shared with you. Or you can, of course, create your own site, which I'm going to ask you to do for a second time in this course, because practice is good. But this time, I want it to be a blank template. It's like building a piece of furniture. If you make it blank, even though you've seen the fancy thing, okay, and I will call this Portfolio SB35. And if you make it a blank portfolio and you build anything, you are going to understand it much better and it's going to be easier to manage. So you're required to build it from scratch. You don't have to select a theme, but you can select a theme, but not a template. Themes and templates are different. Definitely choose blank template. That's the structure. And choose any colorful theme, and you'll be changing it and learning how to do it anyway. Okay, I'm going to choose Create. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, we get frustrated by this step many times, right, because it either rejects it because of the name, or we sometimes have server issues. But I'm fine. I've got it, and it's as blank as can be. I want to create pages. The plus sign allows you to add a new page. So you go to New Page, and you say Google WP, which is word processing. Always choose top level. Top level. Now I have one page. You'll see it in a second. I press the plus sign, which is, I choose Save, sorry. I'm on my side. I press the plus sign. At the top, you have the pencil, which means edit, the plus, which means new page, and more, which means everything else. So I choose the plus sign, and I go Google Spreadsheet. I'm not going to waste your time by doing all 7, but always do top level. Now, when it's time to populate this, right, you will love this feature. You don't have to do much work. Click on whatever page you want to populate. I will click on Google WP. Click on the pencil to edit. And now you don't have to do any typing. Go to Insert, and you'll see this grid with 3 different columns. Go over to the middle of the right column. So halfway down the right column it says Drive. Calendar, Chart, Drive. And now I'm on the Google WP, so all I have to do is navigate to Document, and it will show me a whole lot of word processing samples, and I will pick one and choose Select, and then it will ask me a simple question about how high I want it, and for now I'll just leave it and choose Size. It will put that into the Google word processing page, and as soon as I save, it will look great. Then click on Google Spreadsheet or any of the other 7 ones that you have. Again, I'm not asking you to do any typing on this assignment. I'm just asking you to collect samples. You choose the pencil to edit the page. You say, hey, how am I going to get a spreadsheet sample in for Steve? I don't want to have to do one from scratch. You go to Insert. You see this chart that has 3 columns. You go over to where it says Drive, and you say, gee, this is the spreadsheet page. So now I will carefully navigate the spreadsheet, and the software, Google Sites, is smart enough to know that it can look for your spreadsheets, and it will bring in a spreadsheet. As you scroll up or down, it will bring in whatever spreadsheet. It will show you all your spreadsheets. You can decide which one you want to bring in, and you bring it in and choose Select at first, and you can make you see how it says height is 600, width is how many pixels, right? So you can make the height a little bit bigger if you want to, right? You can play with those numbers if you like. Okay, I will make this one be 400. Choose Save. Remember, 72 pixels make an inch. At first, you'll see nothing in here. But when you choose Save, it populates, and then you'll see it. So now I've got my home, nothing there. I've got my spreadsheet, sample. I've got my WP, sample. And for each one I add, okay, I'm going to click on New Page, and I'm going to type Kaizena, Create. I'm going to click on New Page, and I am going to type Google Draw. Plus is New Page. Google Draw. The way this is integrated with Google Drive is just amazing, and you'll appreciate it. And within a half hour, you're going to have something neat to show. For each one of these, yes, Kaizen is going to be a little harder, understand, but for each one of these, I'm going to go to Google Draw. You then go to you go to Pencil to edit. 3 choices: Pencil, Plus, and More. Pencil to edit, Plus to add more pages, and More for everything else. You go to Pencil. You go to Insert. You go to Drive on the middle side. And if you just pick down the drawings, it searches your Google Drive cloud folder, and you can look for any of your drawings. It only finds the drawings. You select the one you want. You change the height and the width if you want to. You choose Save. It does nothing. You wait a few seconds, and after you save, it populates. Now, let's see if we could deal with Kazena, because we don't really have Kaizen examples that are managed by Google Drive. In other words, you won't be able to find, if you go to the pencil and you go to edit, you won't be able to find, when you go to insert, anything by Kaizen. So what you're going to have to do is make a screen snapshot. To make a screen snapshot, you're going to use one of the tricks for the Mac or the PC to create a file on your computer that looks like a sample of that. Okay, I'm going to take you to a sample of Kaizen. Okay. And hold on one second. I will go to the website. Okay, let's pretend this is, because I'm having some internet problems. When you see a sample of a Kaizen screen, with the feedback and the voice comments, what you do is you do a screen snapshot. On the Mac, it's Command-Shift-4, and I'll go over that with you if you're a Mac user. On the PC, it's print screen button, and then you move that into your Windows Paint and save it as a JPEG. So this is outlined for you on summercore.com/tips. Some of you know this stuff, some of you don't. There's a screenshot feature on the Mac, Command-Shift-4. There's a screenshot feature on the PC, which is the print screen button, followed by making into a JPEG inside the Paint program, other ways as well. And then what you can do is go to your Google site. Remember, one easy way is just to go sites.google.com, and then you don't have to remember the URL, which is not that nice, and not always that easy. Okay, mine is, I think it is Bergen 30 Portfolio 35. But you see the URL is a little bit ugly. It's sites.google.com/site/ your portfolio name. So it's sort of a little complicated URL. So if I want to get that Kaizena screen, I'm going to click Kaizena. I'm going to go to the pencil, which means insert. Now I'm going to be inserting, but I'm not going to be inserting something from Drive. I'm inserting an image. You see how it says image here? I'm inserting an image that's on my computer. An image that's a screen snapshot that I made using my PC or Mac skill. So I'm going to upload an image, and I believe I've got this image on my desktop. I got a lot of screenshots, but this one has a 2013 in it, right? And I'll find it in a second. I just changed it so it began with K-I-Z, and now it puts that screen snapshot, and I choose OK, and now it's part of my portfolio. So there's the goal for the 7 things. Now, if you don't like the theme you chose, remember, you're not allowed to change the template. You're not allowed to have a template. You have to have a blank template, so you're building it yourself. But here's how you change the template. Not the pencil, which means edit, not the plus, which means new page, but you go to the More button. And if you go to the More button, and you go to the 4th from the bottom, it begins with Manage Site. Right above Sharing and Permissions, it says Manage Site. So under Manage Site, complicated screen, but on the far left, it says Themes, Colors, and Fonts. Far left bottom, the bottom of the left column, Themes, Colors, and Fonts. And when you go to Themes, Colors, and Fonts, you can choose in this triangle whatever you want. So I can choose Legal Pad, and then I can choose Save, and your blank template has now been made much prettier. I'm going to click on Portfolio because that's how you go back to the site. And so everything works, everything's there, my drawing is there, my spreadsheet is there. Well, yep, it is. My Kaizena is there. So you've got something you're collecting as a portfolio for yourself. And one more time, because repetition is useful, you go to More, which is everything besides the pencil, and New Page. Pencil is Edit. This is New Page. We go to More. We go the 4th from the bottom. 4th from the bottom, Manage Site. Far left, bottom, Themes, Colors, and Fonts. And now you can change the base theme. I don't like Legal Pad anymore. I want Desert Panel. Choose Save. And then click on portfolio, and you're back. I'm looking forward to seeing what you have. I want you to send this to both me and your 1 or 2 partners, and looking forward to the completion of this lesson 6. All right, Steve Bergen signing off, and have yourself a good week and get this done. Thanks. Bye.